Okay, let's get right into it. To build my tray, I'll need 2 packs of the tower blocks from Dollar Tree. I'm going to build it to accommodate 4 of the Dollar Tree canisters from my previous DIY. And I'll be using some of this FIXALL glue from Dollar Tree. My preference would be wood glue, but I don't have any on hand right now. To start out, I'll glue 5 blocks together. I'll need 2 sets of 5 blocks for each canister. I'm building my tray to hold 4 canisters, so I'll need a total of 8 sets of 5 blocks. As you can see, the process is quite simple. You simply glue the sets of 5 blocks to each other to create a tray that's long enough to hold your canisters. To save on time, I glued 6 sets together off camera. I also applied masking tape to secure them in place until the glue dried. Next, I glued 8 blocks on the side of this tray, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. Now I'll let this dry for about 4 hours. I removed all the tape and realized that the center hadn't completely dried, so I put another piece right down the center. I also reinforced the tray with hot glue. Now let this sit for a couple of more hours, then remove the tape and spray paint it silver. And what I'm going to do now is just put some mirror towels on the side like I did here and here, and it's really simple. I took 3 rolls of the towel and put it on the side. If you don't have any mirror towel, you can also use bling wrap, just regular bling. To apply the mirror towel, you simply cut it, remove the back, and then press it onto the tray. I'm covering the outside. Now that I'm done applying the mirror towels, I'm going to use some hot glue to attach this bling wrap. And if you're interested in purchasing a long roll of bling wrap like this, I'll leave a link in the description box below. And just like that, I have a beautiful Glam mirror tray that I can use anywhere in my home. It was super easy and inexpensive. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is tape off my glass. Because I'm going to put a 3-inch white strip down here, I need to tape it off. So next, I'll go outside and spray paint the exposed area. I'm thinking it'll take about 3 coats of the spray paint. If you don't have spray paint, you can use acrylic paint. It would be great if you had some Mod Podge. You can mix the acrylic paint with the Mod Podge and then brush it on. Here's the letters that I'll be using this time around. As you can see, they're gray, but I'll make sure to print these out in black, and you'll be able to find these on my Facebook page. So that the letters don't tear easily, I've already sprayed them with Mod Podge spray, but you can use a regular Mod Podge as well. Next, I cut all the letters out, come back, and move on to the next step. Next, I use some Scotch tape to tape each letter down to this piece of styrofoam board, and then spray painted them all gold. And here's a quick demonstration on how I did that. Apply mild pressure when attaching the letter to the tape, because you don't want to run the risk of tearing it when you remove it from the tape. Because I wanted glittery letters, I applied Mod Podge to each letter and then sprinkled them with glitter. After I was done applying glitter to each letter, I let them dry for about an hour and then sprayed them with Mod Podge. If you don't have Mod Podge spray, you can also use hairspray. After the letters were completely dry, I carefully removed each letter from the tape. Now, just like in the previous video, I'm going to line my letters up to see exactly where I want to glue them down. I'll then brush some Mod Podge on the back of the letter and then glue the letter to the canister. Now I'll let the Mod Podge set up and then seal everything in place with more Mod Podge. Again, I'll be using my spray, but you can also use the regular Mod Podge as well. I'll let the Mod Podge dry for about 2 hours. So now I'll remove the tape and then decorate it with some gold bling. Just to show a little bit more variety, I use thicker letters, and I also changed the direction of the word Chanel. I'll decorate this one the same way I did in the previous video. I'll glue on 2 rows of gold bling at the top and the bottom of my canister. Again, if you're interested in purchasing some of this bling, I'll leave a link in the description below. I applied 2 rows of bling at the top and the bottom, like I said before, and 1 row of bling going down the side of the white stripe. Now I'll add the second strip of gold bling on the other side. And just like that, I have a beautiful gold and white Chanel inspired canister that can be used to hold anything that you desire. Now, to create the lid, I use a crystal knob and the top from one of these jars at Dollar Tree. It's been quite a while since I've seen any of these jars at Dollar Tree, so you can use one of the lids from my earlier DIY. But if you really want this particular lid, you can go to Walmart and buy one of those candles. I think they run about $4. They're in a jar very similar to this one and has a top almost exactly the same, and the lid fits this Dollar Tree Hurricane perfectly. And if you're interested in this DIY, I'll leave a link below in the description box. I'll also leave a link below to where you can purchase these knobs. Now, all I did was glue the knob onto the top with a really strong glue like Gorilla Glue or E6000. I then painted the neck of the knob gold. After it dried, I brushed on a mixture of gold glitter and Mod Podge. And I'll leave a link to the crystal knobs with the gold necks as well. Again, here's our Glam tray that can be used in any part of your home. As seen in my previous video, I use it to hold my 4-piece kitchen canister set. And here I use it to display some of my previous DIY elephants. Comment below if you're planning on making this tray and how you would use it. And finally, here's our gorgeous Chanel canister on display. And just like the tray, you can use it anywhere in your home. And as for this design, I wanted to add it to this DIY, but I didn't want to make the video too long. I know you guys don't have the patience for that. So I'll share that DIY on my second channel. And you'll also be able to find the DIY for these gorgeous Chanel coasters there as well. Okay everyone, this completes my DIY. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. And please don't forget to comment and share. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.